are interdimensional extraterrestrial beings, are the most ancient race of beings in the entire universe. This is noted in recent CIA-released UFO documents by the Freedom of Information Act. The reptilian draconian empires and societies live in the constellation of Draco, with their main systems called Alpha, Epsilon, and Sigma. There are 7 different ancient reptilian species in the Draconis constellation star systems, but 3 main reptoid races, including the Alpha Draconians, are the most known and feared. They have been permanently on Terra, also known as Earth, for over 15,000 years, and sporadically for much longer. Going back millions of years, archaeological evidence has recently surfaced in modern-day Iraq, revealing small statuettes of lizard people. Radiocarbon dating places their origin approximately 50,000 years ago. This evidence is corroborated by the African Dogon tribe and the Aboriginal melanated Australians. Declassified documents also indicate that Saddam Hussein discovered a Stargate portal and advanced alien weaponry adorned with winged serpent symbolism, the emblem of the reptilian empire. They have colonized over 500 planets by means of infiltration through governments and other leadership positions, and have a presence on thousands of planets. Their 3 homeworlds are Thuban Anwar, the Alpha Draconian Empire's main and most ancient homeworld, Tifon Jansar, located in Sigma, and Grumium Eltanin, located in Epsilon Draconis. Many reptiloid species, like the Chakar, Nagai, and Mazarek for instance, feed off etheric substance as well as flesh and blood. They feed off all mammal species and consume live flesh blood, and both sources of nourishment are, in fact, intrinsically linked. It is easy to understand when you consider that flesh and blood have low etheric frequency, especially when imbued with the vibration of fear and pain experienced at death. This is also another reason why reptilian invaders work at hidden agendas to maintain a certain level of grief, starvation, destruction, and despair. There is also a very strong reason why they do not want to let go of the ownership of Earth, also known as Terra, adrenochrome, a substance produced on Earth by children submitted to extreme pain and fear and more valuable to reptilians than anything else in the universe. This highly prized drug, excreted from the human body through a needle that you place in the left eye or back in a vertebra of the spine, gives them a kick. It helps their body cells regenerate and also benefits in the shape-shifting process, which lasts longer. This is the main reason why Terran Earth abductees are trafficked by extraterrestrial reptilians disguised as organized crime societies such as corrupt governments and cartels. This is the main reason why Earth abductees never return, especially children, being used as food or slaves. They also abduct female beings on a large scale in order to create hybrid offspring to be sent away to other colonized planets, or otherwise, these offspring become powerful members, infiltrated in the main leading societies. Here are the currently recorded various species of reptilian species. Alpha Draconians of Chakar. These reptilian beings are the master ancient race of all reptilian humanoids. They originate from the Thuban star system, or Alpha Draconis, which is 215 light-years from Terra and was formerly your pole star. They are sapient reptoids who were dumped here by another vastly superior reptilian race, the Tiamatian, from another dimension. Their original homeworlds are named Lokas and Talos, and the points of entry into our known universe were through interdimensional portals in the zone of the Thuban and Alwade systems. Alpha Draconians name themselves Chakar, and are considered by their technological advancement in warfare as a master reptilian race. You find them also named Dracos or Dracs. Their bodies possess consequent coverage in order to protect their skin from attacks, while the upper caste has wings allowing them to travel fast. Quite tall creatures, they are heavily muscular, built and covered in scales. They vary in color, but their hues are very heavily melanated, which makes their safari desert home worlds the perfect environment with 7 bioengineered dwarf suns. This is known as the most violent, tyrant warmongering race out of all the reptilians. It is also key to know the way you can tell a Chakar is by them having wings and stronger upper and lower bodies. However, through the mass expansion of cosmic history, there are countless Draco reptilians who left their homeworlds and draconian culture over millennia and saw higher vibrational ways of life and joined the Galactic Federation of Worlds to fight the Empire. The most popular reptilian draconian known throughout the cosmos was Tiamat, the draconian dragon queen of Orion. She was a reptilian princess who first saved a group of Lyran race beings from the Draco's takeover of Avion. Later, she was gifted a planet, and that a piece of that planet would one day become Earth, or what other extraterrestrials call Terra. Evidence of this can be found in the Enuma Elish. She then birthed a unique hybrid race of beings known as the Anunnaki Royals of Nibiru. These half-Lyran and reptilian beings would genetically modify and mix their DNA with modern humans millions of years later. The Chiakar Empire and the ruling elite sees Earth and Earthlings as a source of nourishment for trade and slavery, so they do not particularly have patience or love for humans. Although it is often believed that a warrior race is not intelligent, the Draconians make an exception to this rule. They are expert geneticists and have engineered and modified many biological species that we know today, including the Orion tall and short gray aliens who are technically cloned plasma, non-bio life forms, unable to procreate. For thousands of years, the race of gray aliens were cloned and engineered by the reptilians and became slaves to the Chiakar. Reptilian draconians possess either 3 or 5 long-clawed fingers with an opposable thumb with talons on the ends, a large inferior jaw, holes for ears, and large eyes. Their genitalia are hidden by a flap of skin. They wear very little clothing except for extra armor, often seen with a belt used as an invisibility device. They are cold-blooded and need an adequate environment to maintain their body moisture and temperature. Nonetheless, their scales protect them from moisture loss, larger and thicker on their back. They are also fitted for space travel due to their ability to hibernate. Most, not all, have supernatural technological powers such as shape-shifting, telepathy, interdimensional traveling, and lastly cloaking, which is for high-ranked draconians. They are differentiated into 2 main types: the Earth Draconians and the Off-World Draconians. The Terra Draconians predate Earthlings by hundreds of millions of years. Like other reptilians, they falsely claim to have originated on Earth millions of years ago, a fact they use to justify their attempt to retake this planet for their own. The truth is that they found it before anybody else and disputed its ownership with the Lyrans, Seleucii, and Anunnaki, claiming it as theirs. Any other new visiting race was considered by them as invasive. Because of their ability for interdimensional travel, the Galactic Federation of Worlds has locked the Earth Draconian Empire into the 3rd dimensional plane and also blocked the off-world Draconians from penetrating the Earth star system by an energy barrier at the outskirts of the solar system. Chiakar were one of the first species to reach interstellar travel level, and they have obstructed the evolution of many cultures, preventing them from achieving the same level of technology. They also seeded many worlds with their biological offspring and hybrids, considering themselves as the original rulers of controlled worlds, superior to the indigenous species they see as inferior races. They are also interested in harvesting Earth's resources, utilizing the local populations to do the job for them. This is done by a hidden control of the media, financial corporations, and industrial companies. You are confronted with a belligerent civilization that breeds from eggs boosted with hormones quickening the birth to create strong warriors who can live underground and in the most remote and hostile parts of your planet. They are attempting to take over the planet in what we call the window of opportunity, which is the period before a federated society becomes an interplanetary and interstellar power, and yours is now beginning to close. The problem is that we, of the Galactic Federation of Worlds, cannot give you right now the technology of interstellar travel because you are not yet federated among yourselves as a unique, peaceful society. You need to grow and mature to reach by yourselves this liminal threshold in your evolution. And believe me, we are doing the best in our capacities to hasten you getting there as quickly as possible. On the other side, all these invasive races such as greys, reptilians, are at the moment working very hard to maintain this window open by retaining advanced technology from the Earthlings and entertaining confusion, conflicts and wars. The Draconian Empire biggest fear is that Earthlings will reach interstellar travel, which will make humanoids the biggest threat to reptilians. The Draconian Empire does not want this to happen. Their ships have wide-range variations, often discoidal, but there is a constant movement with the Empire motherships, which are huge and cigarette-long with large rectangular vessels. As the reptilians expanded their reach throughout the cosmos, they were feared greatly by many, and the negative ideologies of race began. There were civilizations who would not accept reptilian draconian refugees, even if women or children. They were always detected right off by their dark, scaly appearance. They had left the self-service grip of the Chiaka Empire, but were treated with every prejudice, especially in the Pleiadian star system. References to this can be found in Elena Darnan's book, We Will Never Let You Down. Elena Darnan describes her meeting with Thorhan, a Pleiadian emissary. Thor describes that Nibiru was the planet for the dark, black and albino reptilian refugees, and later all refugees of various civilizations in the Orion and Sirius constellations. Their language sounds like rolling atonal guttural vocalizations, growls and clicking noises, quite loud and uncomfortable to hear, partially the reason why their telepathic abilities are so well refined. Reptilians are into the arts and competitive sports. They are known to be the greatest musicians and entertainers, having a deep spiritual understanding to high and low frequency levels. This is why the Draconians were known to use sound waves and frequency weapons to their advantage in many wars and hostile takeovers. The warriors rarely speak, communicating with their superiors non-vocally. They call themselves Ku Akuma, which means individual,